All right, here we go. Happy Friday the 13th, Creepers and Geekers. It's Chris, the Retro Creep. How is everyone doing today? It's Friday the 13th for you anyway. For me, it's not. Today it's just the 3rd. I will upload this and then I'll be going live moments afterwards. My 1 o'clock stream, which will probably be late because of this. But you'll just have to deal with it, or you would have already. But either way, we're going to continue our saga with the Friday the 13th flicks. Jason being my favorite of the slashers. Not saying that means he's the best or the scariest. I just happen to like this series of films. I don't know why. There's just something about Jason Voorhees. Just something about the formulaic version of this. Because honestly, Halloween, once you get past the third one, trash. Once you get past the third Nightmare on Elm Street, trash. And I can't see anything. Again, this is how I feel. It doesn't mean you have to feel this way, so don't get butthurt that I don't like your favorite franchise and their stupid sequels. But with the Friday the 13th series, there's at least something that you can enjoy in each one of them. I can't do that with the aforementioned other slasher franchises. So the version I have is the Ultimate Edition DVD collector set, the one that came out in the early 2000s with the thin little jewel cases with one disc inside that has the two movies. And I've already watched the rated R thing and paused it before the movie actually starts. So how I usually do this, if this is your first time, first of all, go back to the original Friday the 13th and make your way up here. But what I do is I start the movie, and then I talk for a minute telling you what's going on the screen so you can kind of sync up with me. But of course, I'll give you a little quick 1, 2, 3, and go. And when I say the word go, I'm going to hit play, and we're going to watch Jason, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, do his thing. There's a lot of really nice tits in this one. And I'm not really a boob guy. I'm an ass and leg and long neck kind of dude. But good God, are we about to see some good boobies. All right. I'm going to hit play in 3, 2, 1, go. Paramount logo just popped up. I hope you can't hear too much of my TV. I don't want a copyright thing. I don't want it to echo in your home, too. How obnoxious is that? Let me turn the volume down. I've seen these so many friggin' times. All right, the movie just started. We're seeing a kid in a raincoat. We know who it is. It's pretty cool that they at least got him, Corey Feldman, that is, to at least film this scene, you know? That was pretty rad of them. I think they handled it well. I think they handled the whole thing well. I mean, you gave a slasher movie, the 5th sequel of a slasher franchise, to a porn director with no money and a weird premise. I mean, I think it's fine. I think Friday the 13th evolved exactly how it should have, into pure madness and schlock. Oh, I can't wait to get to Jason X. The only one Friday the 13th, he's walking up to Jason's grave right now. The only Friday the 13th-esque movie, it's not even a Friday the 13th, that I can't stand is Jason Goes to Hell. And the reason I say it's not a Friday the 13th is because it's my understanding New Line Cinema, who made that flick, didn't have the rights to the title Friday the 13th, but more so the character Jason Voorhees, so... That's a great image. The kid looking down at this haphazard grave, like the town hates Jason so much that they just took a couple of slats of wood and painted his name on it and called it good. I mean, at least they gave him a marker, right? Now let me ask you, would you dig this up? Ironically, the next flick starts exactly the same way, pretty much. Couple of cats digging Jason up. Some fucks just don't know how to leave things alone. But I will say it's worth it for the Tommy Jarvis trilogy. I kind of dig it. You can almost watch these 3, part 4, 5, and 6, as its own like little mini thing, and just the whole Jason Voorhees things was just a backstory that you've walked into, It would suck to do that because the first 3 movies are awesome. The 4th one is banging. But to bring you up to speed, as far as like my favorites, I think part 6 is the best and well made one. But part 3 will forever be my favorite. And Kane Hodder, though he is what everyone thinks of with Jason, Richard Brooker, to me, will always be my Jason. And Ted White would be a very cunt hair close second. He's kind of kneeling down, looking at him. The other one's kneeling down now. Hopefully we're in sync now. I'm not going to be saying that shit anymore. I mean, unless, of course, I'm talking about the titties. Because let's face it, we're going to talk about some titties tonight. Well, this morning. I don't know when you're watching this. Hopefully you're actually watching the movie with me, though. I mean, it'd be fucking weird if you weren't. If you're just driving your car listening to me. Get up! That's right. Oh, right in the fucking neck piece. Where did he get those? Who knows? Why did he have an ice pick with a giant ball on it in his grave? Why not, right? I mean, technically, could you consider this actually Jason Voorhees? I know we've been calling him like dream/hallucination Jason. Yeah, I guess it wouldn't technically be Jason himself, but I think this dude got his mannerisms. At least a Ted White, you know? I bet you Corey Feldman got a grip of money just for hanging out in the bushes. Like, he's not there now. When you see Jason coming at him, they literally went in his backyard with a fucking hose and filmed him reacting to nothing in a bush. His mom was probably doing the dishes about 20 feet away. This is also where the music starts getting a little... Like, it has that TV movie quality. And maybe that was just the time period. I don't know. I remember seeing this in the theater going, oh my God, they're really going to kill this little kid. He's one of us. Don't kill the Goonie. You know what blows my mind? That scene right there where, you know, he wakes up in the van. How many people don't understand that's supposed to be Tommy as an older guy? A lot of people think you just jump to a whole nother person. And it kind of bothers me. I don't know why. That people just can't understand that this is that same character. Unger Institute of Mental Health. That always, just Unger. It just weirded me out. I don't know why. All right, now we get the really cool title sequence here. I like how they use the original Friday the 13th thing. That's rad. You know, and it's funny. I'm like, if you look, you know, where it says tonight's feature, that's the Friday the 13th font. But I actually prefer the logo of the block Friday the 13th, you know? Not what you see on the poster here next to, in you know, on your screen. But that became the, you know, the font. If you put it anywhere Friday the 13th font, that's what you're going to get. But I love that blocky 3D kind of Friday the 13th, all in one like square little package. I've always liked that logo. And every time that was in like a... Were you one of the kids that used to cut the clippings out of the newspaper and you had like 15 ads for the same movie in different shapes, sizes, and configurations? It was almost like collecting fucking bubblegum cards. I was that guy, and I would surround like posters of that movie or the character in that movie. Like in this one case, you know, Freddy Krueger. I did all the, you know, around the poster I had of him, the famous Part 2 poster with him with the glove next to his face and him smirking. I got that at Spencer's Gifts back in 1985 or whatever the fuck. Pretty sure it was like 85, 86, something like that. They really did stick with this, the style of title sequence, though, for a while, did they not? The random placement of just blocky letters. Danny Steinman, the director of such classics as Friday the 13th Part 5, and some movies that had your mom in them. The Pinehurst Youth Development Center with sheep. I think this dude did a good job. People pick on this so much because fucking Jason was even in it. So what? He technically wasn't supposed to be in any of these. That dude right there on the tractor, he was also in Return of the Living Dead. He played Suicide. I believe he died of leukemia. Really young man. But he played these like wicked pricks. But everyone said he was like your typical softy. Really nice guy. It's sad that he was gone too soon. He could have played a lot more bad pricks. Mean pricks. Oh, man. This guy cracks me up. His little newscast he does later on, his weather report. And snow flurries up your nose. Oh, spoiler alert, he does cocaine. Now, am I the only one that feels like this young lady here has a slight uncanny valley? And I think it's because of how unique her eyes are. I mean, she's beautiful. Even to this day, she's still a lovely woman. But there was just something like uncanny about how she looked. I can't be the only one. And I don't mean that in any disrespect. She does great in this movie, and she is a looker. I like this little thing with the ear and the tongue. Why? Because it's a sleazy Friday the 13th movie directed by, and I'll say it again, a porn director. She's very chiseled. Maybe that's what it is. Everything on her is like super sharp and pointy. Come on in, kid. Help destroy a family tradition. I wonder if they went to like schools and and stole all these little slogans. I'm not gonna lie, where this was set, I'd live there. Little house tucked in out of nowhere. With a walrus. It's with the fucking walrus and the two monkeys. I mean, I'll take the monkeys. I love monkeys. And John Lennon. He was alright. His assassination was the very first thing I can truly remember historically. It being a big deal. My dad was like, I had never really truly seen my dad cry. But that was one of those days where I think I almost did, or maybe even did. But I was 5 years old. The fuck did I know about John Lennon? I knew who the Beatles were. He used to listen to them all the time. But I remember him saying, "Hey, Chris, I need you to go get your sister Wendy. Tell her that John Lennon died." So I was like, okay. So I went in there. I'm like, Wendy, John Lennon's dead. She flipped out. She flipped right the fuck out. No! I'm like, why is everyone crying? Who's John Lennon? I was 5 years old. I didn't understand the world. Speaking of not understanding the world, I read a poem today by, I'm not going to fucking do a poem reading, don't worry. Something McCrae. Something McCrae. Yeah, his name is James McCrae, McCrae. And the poem's called Instructions Before Visiting Earth. Wonderful read. There you go. We came to the retro creep to watch a sleazy Friday the 13th movie to get fucking cultured. I like that style of buck knife. That's classic. I had a big one. I got in trouble for having it. There he is. The star of the whole show. Reggie the Reckless. Him and his big brother. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. And that's why I call people cats to this day. Seriously. So if I'm in the comments of one of your videos or something like that, and I say, oh, that cat, Reggie the Reckless. Reggie the Reckless was my teacher. He's still a really cool guy. I've talked to him once or twice on, via the internets. And he loves all this, you know. He loves that it still gives him a little, like, not in a pretentious way. But he's a fun dude. I'll just say that. I really like that they carried this over from the part 4, you know. You can tell there were some people really trying. But those masks, I believe, are actually the ones from part 4. I think some of the same effects guys carried over. You know, Frank Mancuso Jr., he was the guy who made it all happen. His father, I believe, was in charge of Paramount and gave him the projects. And Paramount always loved the money that would come in from these cheesy fucking things. But they were embarrassed by them. So he's like, I'll give this to my kid. But, sorry, I'm watching a movie now. That's bad. But it just seemed like some people gave a shit. I'm sure there was some people that carried on. Like there was this one lady, Rachel Tattalia. She had been on the production of every Nightmare on Elm Street film. In fact, she got to direct Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy's Dead. Here we go, Mrs. Voorhees. We'll just call her Bobbles. This guy, I don't know, man. Nice guy, I'm sure. It's just something about all of these people just seem like they're taking it serious, but in a way where you're not supposed to take it serious. Excuse me, I got a hiccup. Yes, sir. That chick violent one, some fun ways. There's an interview with her somewhere, and she's got a friend, she's got another girl on a dog leash and shit. I think they were roller derby athletes, and gosh, she is cute. And her name's Voorhees, or at least it was. I don't know if she's married. But I've seen, the one we're talking about with the rollerblading and all that. Okay, no, these are the stars of the show. Will you shut the fuck up? Morning. I love it. But I've seen the rollerblade girl. I can't remember her name in this. I can't remember anyone's name in this except for Tommy. You tell him, Ma. You think I don't know what they were doing in my property? I don't know. This movie's got a lot of merit. Come on. I got a bomb on me, Sheriff. Today they'd get you just shot. That shit ain't even scary anymore. That's a sad state of affairs, huh? Look at that last little finger. I still give the finger to people like that to this day. That quick little. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've done it fucking live with you guys. The Jarvis kid. And what? He's got a big dick? What? What do you want to know? Oh, my monetization is gone. That shit flew out about an hour ago. I don't even think we've been going an hour. Chop, chop. Yeah, that dude right there. He plays a really good bad guy. Here's the Shelley of the group. And I bet you that's exactly why he was fucking picked. Because of his Shelley aesthetics. Aesthetic. He looks like him a little. A tubby nerd with fucking curly hair, man. I mean, it's a stereotype all in and of itself. Croquet. My girls. Violet, that's her name. It's Violet. I never understood why they were just so annoyed with him. Like, there's never really been talk of like a backstory as far as like a scene cut where he pissed them off or anything. It always just bothered me that they were just so angry with this kid. I get what they were doing. They're trying to show that he's a lonely guy and he's just whatever. He doesn't know any better. But they didn't have to go that fucking hard on him. That's right. Go help someone else, dude. Fuck them broads. Fuck them right up there at... No, I'm just kidding. Well, no, I mean, if you got a chance to, I would, but... Now, let me ask you a question. Sane or not, feeble-minded or not, intelligent or not, are you going to walk up to this fucking dude and just start conversating with them? I mean, he's not even doing anything functional. He's just fucking smashing the wood with the hammer. I mean, the axe. With that fucking look on his mug. I mean, he's pissed about something. And that thing on his bicep definitely shows that he's a bad boy. I bet you your mommies don't like him. But maybe they do. Oh, I never noticed a gold chain and cross on this kid. Surprised they didn't smear fucking chocolate all over that, too. Symbolism. It's like, I've never chopped wood before. I mean, that dude, he looks fucking furious, man. I don't fear easy, man, but I know when not to fuck around. See? And that was just an innocent little candy bar. Imagine if that was your face hole. Yeah, forget it, bro. Yeah, don't fuck with Fatty's food. Ugh. Now, I think I mentioned this in the part 4. See this ambulance and these dudes coming out? Roy here, we're going to meet him, the guy who's in the screen now. I swear to God, at the end of the beginning of part 4, which showing the aftermath of part 3, an ambulance just like that pulls in, and there's a dude that looks just like Roy driving it. It may not even be the same, and I doubt it was meant for continuity's sake. Like, it was not consciously ever done. But I swear to God, I've always connected the two movies that way. This guy's actually a feature here in Crystal Lake, or wherever the fuck they are right now, Pinehurst. Fuck, I should have had another coffee ready to go. We barely got into this fucking movie. I'm already half done. What do we got here? Fucking great work. Look at the arm. The viscera on the arm with the bone sticking out and all that. That's beautiful work. That's right, bunch of pussies. He looks like he's about to go Hulk smash. I mean, he's fucking shaking, bro. I don't understand why. I'm sure it was explained in a novelization or something like that. And I don't care about any of that stuff. I just deal with the movies. But why did nobody know? Why didn't he say anything? What the fuck? Was he ashamed of the kid? And if he was, why does he have a picture of him at the age he died at? I come to my Friday the 13th for fucking continuity and reality. This is real life. Now, big debate. Are these two a couple? I've always thought they were a couple. In fact, probably the first gay couple in a slasher, right? That I could think of. Oh, no, probably not. Oh, man. This is one of those movies, though. Yeah, they set up a lot, and I love the old lady next door with the kid. But you're stewing the whole world, Ma. Shut up and eat your fucking slop. I still say that to this day, and I still, with my spoon, shovel fucking like soup in my mouth and talk like that. Oh man, every chick I've ever lived with hated it. That's why I continue to do it, because that's how I show love. By slopping spoons full of soup in my face. Ironically, though, I can't stand the sound of fucking eating, chewing, slurping. Or those people who put too much in their mouth and go, oh man, hate it. But back to the question at hand. I think them two are a couple. Crap my ass. Yeah, how do you not hear, see, or smell that, right? I mean, I know he turned around right away. I got something for your mouth, kid. What? Now, was this guy waiting for him to get scared? Like, I wonder if he was getting off on that, you know? The whole just making him nervous. And I never thought Jason would be that type. And I know it's not actually Jason, but fucking dude's coked out or something. No, it's starting. You fucked up. Mm-hmm. You fucked up again. I bet it's one of those things where he's like, what am I supposed to be doing? Nothing. I don't know. Pretend you're starting a car and you're annoyed. Ugh. Jason strikes again. But yeah, this is one of those movies that, even though you get a lot of really fun backstory, it just kind of. It's one of those ones you just. Can we get to it, please? And there's just something about those two kills that just weren't satisfying. Although this one doesn't really have too many satisfying ones. What would your favorite kill be? I'm curious. I mean, everyone, we have our favorite kills. The first one, for me, is probably, of course, the Kevin Bacon scene. That's iconic. The second one, my favorite kill is 100% the wheelchair kid getting a machete to the fucking face. Just the way Steve Miner shot that and they edited it. It's so impactful. That's a great look for Jason. Um, Part three is probably the handstand kill. Part 4. Huh. I want to say the Crispin Glover one, but the chick trying to run out and the axe going through the door and into her chest. That's impactful. I think I'm going to go with that one. And in this one, I don't know. It's hard to pick one because, and it's weird to say that about people being murdered on screen, but they're all kind of boring. Because at this part, they were so afraid of the MPAA and all that crap. And parents groups and churches. And that lovely cow to the left on that piece of cloth. I want that. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. The words every parent has said. I could have done that. Hey, good morning, everybody. God, she's cute. Dude's like, I don't think Joey's going to be joining us today. Reggie. What's going on here? God, the acting in this one. And I think it's more got to do with the edits. They're not as smooth. It's almost like the second he said go, that's where they clipped it, you know? So there's like that awkward pause. Like in some movies, you can even see it in Night of the Living Dead. Of course, Plan 9 from Outer Space has it a lot. Like the scene will start, or I should say the cut will start before the people are moving. And then they'll start moving. I think a lot of the shots here are like that. Whoever edited this was either not giving a shit, didn't have any idea what was going on. I don't know who the editors are. I don't know much about editors. Or it just was tough to cut clean. But it just seems like a lot of times, especially when the doctor and his assistant there, the lady there, she could be a counselor. I don't know what she is. I don't even know what he is. He just owns a house and lets kids hang out there. That's fucking suspicious. Especially mentally ill kids, because he could just say, no, they're just mentally ill. But regardless, we're not going there. There's just something about the editing in this movie that just isn't really good. I think, anyway. I do like these scenes. There was just something weird about the violence Tommy inflicted on people. Just a weird kind of cadence to it. And maybe because it's too clean, you know? Especially later on when he takes out that hillbilly guy. It's just too clean. This lady, I want to marry this broad. Itty bitty pieces, my friend. That crazy farm. That big old beluga. Like a fucking wooden spoon. Why has he got a big fucking wooden spoon? Because they live in the country? Basically, goddamn shooting the whole world. You hear me, Junior? I want a neighbor like this. Can you imagine someone knocking on your door today and saying that? I haven't eaten in days. I'd like to earn a meal. You know, fill your stomach. Now, I understand that man is probably just there for two things. One, body count. You don't really get to see much. It's kind of a useless fucking dispatching of human life. Would you shut the fuck up? um, but I mean, it could be red herring, because it was supposed to be another who the fuck is doing it. They literally told you who was doing it in the beginning after the fat kid gets chopped into pieces like that chicken. And he even stood in front of the camera with the hands like the posters, the little C cup that you see everyone do when they're pretending to be chasing, including me. You talking to me, Sheriff? Sorry, Roy. But Roy's nice enough to clean up his own mess here. You got to look at the positive of this. He may have taken the lives of those young people, but at least he's cleaning it up now. They just showed you right there too that it's him. I want to vote for this guy. First of all, that car, tits, love it, love it, love it, love it. Wick closed. Lana to go with nothing on her. She's got a cute, like, little bubbly self to her. Hopefully that's not her acting. Kitties. He's acting surprised, like he wasn't coming to pick her up anyway, right? I mean, I know they just had a fun exchange, but like she's getting in the fucking car anyway. Why is he like, yay? I mean, I guess this is going to show us right here. It's showtime. They're not even the best ones in the movie. I'm going to move for pepperoni pizza now, oddly enough. This fucking guy. He's the king of this episode of the 13th from Fridays. And the forecast is sunny in the valley and snow flurries up your nose. Giggity. This is what I would picture to be in the real life equivalent of Quagmire. Not the chick. This bothered me even as a young adolescent. Even I was saying to myself, if she's got a spray down there, there's a problem. I know some chicks just do it because, smells good, but. Sorry, Billy's gone. Don't forget to turn off that lava lamp. Those get really hot. But going back to earlier, none of the dispatching in this one is really either memorable or really has too much of an impact. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll rediscover something together. Isn't that what it's all about? Who the fuck has a cat inside of a restaurant? Who? Oh well, depends on what style of restaurant you're going into, I suppose. I learned how to play that riff. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is pretty brutal. It's violent. But honestly, the cop getting a hammer to the head affected more than something like that. Wow, I didn't come in here hoping to bash this movie. Because I do enjoy it. I don't even think it's just so bad it's good. I think it's just so okay it's good. It delivers on everything you want from a Friday the 13th. Oh boy, does it deliver. Hi, Billy. It's a wonder there isn't pieces of Billy all over the inside of that fucking car. God. Sorry. That would be my first sign there was a problem. That much cocaine left all over the floor of the car? In Jersey? Oh my God. That's a great visual. Billy's got his date grape door. Not to make fun of that, but he seemed like the type. Yeah, something about the music in this one. And we don't fade to black on Friday the 13th. We fade to white. Or we into white. Those chickens. I'm pissed at whoever painted those window panes. Well, not the glasses, but the framing. Oh my God! I wonder why they chose to put the straps on the inside for the dream sequence. Maybe I wonder if it was conscious that they did that so your brain says no, this is just a hallucination to make it like slightly off. But then again, look at what's on the poster, and that's not even used in the movie. And that's when we get to the actual mask itself. I dig the blue Chevys. I dig that he didn't just get another red, and it would have still had the axe cut in it. Maybe they could say that he broke into the evidence room. Well, no, he's an EMT, not a cop. But either way, I'm glad it was like he went out and got a different, It actually would have been cooler if it was the one on the cover. Maybe not the exact one with the square holes. Maybe they could have made it look slightly. But this is fucking so cheesy, so soap opera. It's Jason Voorhees. Now, did the director look at them and say, "I want you guys to take this seriously, but please take it up a few notches as far as the overacting is concerned, because that's what it looks like to me." Ooh, that always bugged me too. I bet you that fucking hurt. I can tell you right now what bone that hit that made that noise. Because I would be, there's like a bump before your thumb actually meets the hand. That's a collector's item now, dude. Very rare do you see an ashtray in someone's home. Unless they smoke. Yeah. Yes, you can. Yeah. You know what? You don't actually have to go onto somebody else's property, right? You could probably find somewhere on that property to go get some. But either way. Oh, they're frolicking. He's like, I want you to look like you're fucking in love. That's exactly how he probably said it. You guys give a shit about each other. It wouldn't be hard for me, though, Or maybe it would be. Guess jeans. Do they still make Guess jeans? The fucking pinna. And no doubt that was probably legit. You'd be surprised by how many times people are smoking in a movie, and it's legit. I know the dude in part 4, Teddy, the one who gets the knife from, through the projector screen. He said in that scene he actually did, and he wasn't really used to it. He wasn't really much of a cannabis user. And now that you know that, you can see it. That he's fucking completely lit. God damn, man, that chick is cute. Ugh. Pervert, quit looking at people doing their thing. What's with the crow? Here comes an extra $300. Hold on, here it comes. 3, 2, there it is. Here comes another 500. And here's the big shot. Ah, yeah. I just kind of want to just play drums, you know? I don't even want to be perverted about it. I just... Alright, enough of the pervert shit. It's not really my style either. But, I mean, come on. Look at what we're dealing with here. What a sport. What a trooper. A free spirit, if you will. I suppose if there were any kill that would be wicked impactful compared to other the movies, this might be the one. Did I do the "this is the one" gag earlier? I'm not sure. But there was like this trend in all the horror flicks when you would see the teaser trailer or just a trailer. The same guy, he would come off with "this is the one you've been waiting for. This is the one you've been screaming for. And this is the one you'll be dying for." And they would do that for each one of them. This is the one. I still do that to this day. Chop down baby trees with sticks. It's like I use a limb of their brothers. Got a nice little pooper. I wish some of the unedited stuff would be able to be put back in cleanly. Ooh. That's pretty brutal. He's going the wrong direction there. I'm coming. It's always been weird how she said that. Like it was like a panicky kind of thing. And I wasn't even trying to be perverted. But if you want to go there, go ahead. But how can you get in trouble with a fucking cat named Demon? I mean, come on, dude. What do you mean, don't worry? It's fucking after dark. Where are the children that are in your fucking care? I know in the real world they're probably in their 30s, but they're supposed to be like 15, 16, right? What do you mean? You've got 2 children in your care not coming back after, it's dark out. Honestly, despite the fact that we saw 2 great sets, and we got this young lady here, the sexiest thing in this entire fucking movie, besides that Dodge we saw, is this pickup truck. In fact, I'd take this truck over that Dodge. If I remember correctly, it's a Chevy, right? Could be a Ford. Let me see. It's a Ford. It's a Ford. Even better still. Probably a straight 6. Yeah, they're like nervous, like something bad's gonna happen to them, as if they knew, right? Not supposed to know, guys. And they went inside and played a game of hearts. It's a nice truck. I really like those cheap wagon wheels, man. Is that what those are called? Those little steelies? All this dramatic music for a drive to the fucking trailer park. That's a movie we gotta watch. The Trailer Park of Terror. If you've never seen that, seek it out. We will do that movie this summer. I promise you. The Trailer Park of Terror. Why is everyone getting out the same fucking door? I always thought them two were going to hit it off too, you know? Like somewhere in the movie, them two were going to start like a little thing. Or maybe at the end they just hug and kiss or something like that after everyone's saved. Look at this dude's van. That's my van. Damn, you look good. He's like, I know. He was also in Return of the Living Dead. How? I never even. Maybe I have. I would had to put the connection together. You do. He's just back there smoking a joint. Hey, baby, what's happening? Hey, yeah, my titties are almost out. I got a juvenile over here. I don't care. Absolutely. Mm. What's up, Pam? I like that we don't linger too much on this. Because it's pretty annoying that once Demon goes to the outhouse, yeah, got probably one of the best duets ever. Want a beer? Get the fuck out of here. You remember those big gaudy metal rings? I had a couple. I had one that had two like razor blades, but they were like pointed like a pyramid on either side. And I had this giant one. It was a Grim Reaper riding a motorcycle. And it was the whole front of the motorcycle with the Reaper on it. It took up my whole hand. I got that for like $20 when I was really young. I was a kid. I thought it was cool. Again, this kid gets no credit for, everyone's like, oh my God, Tommy, that's not, I think he did a fine job. I don't know if he went on to do anything else after this or if he did anything before it, but I think he did well. I mean, look at him. You get his little jaw clenching, like these little subtle things he does with his body language. Why? She's not on your property. You hear me? Look at him. You can tell he's a dude who wants restraint, but yeah, these fights always stuck out to me, like on a good level. But now as an adult watching it and knowing what, this type of violence is like in real life, it seems odd to watch it, but it's still, like this right here. Boom, 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 boom. And that one kick to the fucking side of the knee. Hey, he was well within his right, man. He might have taken it a little too far, but It's all right. Stay safe, Reckless. Like Tommy just takes off. She's like, all right, let's go. Fuck him. Damn enchiladas. Leather fucking pants. Never. Never in a million years would you catch me wearing leather pants. That's like fucking swamp ass central waiting to happen, you know? This is one thing about Friday the 13th that's pretty consistent. The shit shot. And in some episodes, you can actually hear the and the plopping and the one thing that my ex-wife, she's like, I fucking hate it that none of them wipe themselves. I think he does when he gets up at first. No, actually he doesn't. I think he just puts his pants on. I am out of coffee, as far as my cup's concerned. A little levity's good. I think they should have just left it there. Who serenades each other while taking a fucking deuce, you know? This poor bastard's just trying to make a smash and she's out there fucking Motowning it with him. Ooh, baby. And then he does this thing with his teeth. He goes, I hate it. She went back to the van, dude. Why are you so nervous? All right, does he wipe? It's been a while since I've seen this one, so forgive me. Nope. That looks so good. Neck still pulsing. It's probably because of the fucking pumps and all that stuff, but great effect. Like similar to in part one with Kevin Bacon's. If you watch the uncut version of that, there's a huge spurt of blood that goes up, and you can hear this weird gurgle. And it's because Tom Savini had like the little hand pump. It was basically like a little, little thing you squeeze, and a hose. And the thing came off, so he just blew into it, which shot the blood straight up and all over Kevin's face, and you heard that gurgle. And it was so effective. They cut it out though. But that little pulsing of the neck while the blood's pouring out. I really do like that little homestead. Looks like the chick from Stranger Things, huh? I never really. It's probably been a while since I've seen this, so interesting. She does kind of look like the sister of. Is it Will? Or was Will the one who got taken initially? I can't remember. I don't even care. Violet. What's up, girl? Okay. I'm going to keep my sweater on me to look stylish. I sure do like that truck. Yeah, the chick on the far right. She looks like the sister, the older sister in Stranger Things. Okay, you know what? This may also be a very memorable kill. Not impactful, but I think it's worth it. Fucking spits in the stew. Choo. There's a buckshot for you. How's that taste? She doesn't peel them. She doesn't clean them. She just breaks them up, throws them in there. How can you eat the stew? You ain't even made it yet. Oh, so good. Fuckwad. It's about time, you fuckwad. Oh, I can listen to this woman all night long. In fact, if I were to ever, by chance, be intimate with her, she's got to talk to me like that the whole night. Faster, you fuckwad. Will you go deep, you fucking whatever insult she likes to say? You dildo. Ugh. Let's just keep seeing her drive. Them boots. Yes, ma'am. How can you not fall in love with that? And you know what? She seems like the type that would be sweet too. Like a nice person. We've all been there, guys, haven't we? You should start by putting your arm around her, man. Do that slick thing where you're stretching and you put your arm behind her but not on her. And eventually you work your thumb on the shoulder and you just kind of, if they reject the physical touch, and of course you respect that and say, oh, my bad. I want to make love to you. In all fairness, though, she is sitting like wicked close to him, right? Look at him. Now he just looks like a fucking PDF file. No, well, no, what a predator. That's the word I was looking for. You do? I'm talking about tongue punching your fat box. You're smiling but unassured. That kid's not that bad of an actor, huh? Again, we've all been there, guys. I just hate it when I end up in multiple pieces in the back trunk of my car. Always breaks my heart. I meant my heart. You were in the wrong there, girl. What the fuck? You could have just said, I don't like you like that, dude. Fucking have to laugh at him. Positively, no handball. Vi. I guess they're on that level, huh? Oh, well, dude. Got your whole life ahead of you. You'll be fine. Oh, sorry. I didn't know. I didn't know you were going to go like that. What's with the pumpkins? Is this supposed to be a summer movie? They got fucking pumpkins in front of the house. Nobody's wearing jackets. It's supposed to be New Jersey, so it's not cold. I never noticed the pumpkins until today. And if I did, I just didn't make note of it anyway. The kid's sleeping. Leave him. Fuck it. Who cares? He's technically doing what he was told. Yeah, it's little things like that musical cue right there. Just seems so TV showish. I don't know why. Like late night horror, of course. Like your anthology show. Tales from the well, not Tales from the Dark Side, but well, yeah, that too. You know, straighten out your hair. That's a nifty lamp. Peekaboo, motherfucker! Here's a staple of the Friday the 13th franchise, except done very poorly. They're coming in from below. This song is so amazing. What's the name of the band? Studio, something like that. Pseudo Echo? Echo Studio or something like that? Alright, I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. This is a great scene. I mean, the kill itself sucks, but I like this. Music, perfect. I, all right, here we go. Yeah, it's like Studio Echo, spelled all kinds of fun ways. That's who sings this song. What luck was in his eyes? I don't know. Her original kill, I think, should have been left in, but You can look up what that was supposed to be. I bet you she was, except for Reggie, she looks like she would have been the youngest on the set. She actually looks kind of like a teen, huh? Maybe it's because I'm getting older. Maybe it's because I'm an old man now. This kid looks like Elliot from E.T. with that fucking hoodie. Before any of his name was like Eddie Therese. Eddie Thomas. Or Eugene. Could be Eugene. That's sometimes spelled with an E, right? They tried to do the suspense thing here. But you know what it is? I think they did it too many times. You know, the formula of the slow reveal, they've done it twice now, literally one after the other. I think you should really only do that once to get this part kicked off, you know? And what I'm talking about is like him actually seeing him walking up the stairs, going around the corner, opening the door. Just for a jump scare that doesn't work. Now, when you were watching this, either as a kid or whatever, the first time you watched it, and hopefully you hadn't heard anything about it, but did you think it was the ambulance guy, or did you think it was Tommy? I mean, I guess the the vagrant guy earlier got it in the belly while watching the couple getting down. You could have thought him for a little while, and I think that's again he was supposed to be one of those red herrings. Yeah, break it through the door. I gotta have it in almost every one of them now. I'm telling you, that mask looks cool, man. I like it. I like it. I need to paint more Jason masks. I got a part 3 behind me that you see every now and then. As a matter of fact, you can see it now above the retro creep. I'm wearing it in that. But I did a fairly accurate part 3 mask. And, I say that with a whole bunch of asterisks. But close enough. Like, this could have been trimmed a little bit. We didn't have to see him go through 3 fucking counties. That screech. Now, do I think this is a great looking Jason? No, not really. It's alright. It looks like a costume someone would put together if they didn't know Jason Voorhees very well. Like what the average person would think. Because for some reason people think Jason wears the coveralls, where he doesn't, except for in this one. It's really gray slacks and a green fucking button-up shirt. And I think every movie pretty much follows that, with the exception of this, Jason X. And, of course, anything like the remake, of course, dips fucking hard away from that. Gives him his own look and everything, rightfully so. And the remake starts what I call the Jacket Jason era. No, I'm sorry. Freddy vs. Jason did that. My apologies. But the fact that they carried it over to the remake was interesting. That's sick. I'm glad we didn't see that kill. I like that they saved some of it. In every movie, there's always a little bit of restraint. But some of this running around could have been cut out. It's almost like he had the film and said, we got to use it. We need to pad out the time. That's probably what it was. After cutting all the gore scenes, they probably just took everything that they had that was usable and used it. Ooh wee, man. An adolescent boy, these movies really fucking sure paid off. A lot of pausing. Fuck yeah. I will say I don't believe her fear. Some of the other, final girls, you believe it. Especially Ginny. Even Chris in part 3. But yeah, there's just nothing really impactful about this one. There's some fun stuff. Like the rednecks and. But they really made up for it in the next one, and I can't wait to do that. We only have 1 month. 1 month to wait for that one. Dun 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 dun. They should have played some superhero music here. I mean, I know it's more upbeat, but ugh. I always liked that how he felt like that. Fucking legs going willy nilly. Reggie the Reckless in his red jumpsuit. I know it's not a jumpsuit, but it's like a sweatsuit deal. I fucking hated sweatpants. I still do. I see a dude out there with sweatpants on. I'm just like, really? Might as well be in jammy pants. Oh, maybe not so much the sweatpants. Because let's be fair, I wear my basketball shorts just to go down to the store once in a while. So, I guess I take that back. But like if you go into a bar and there's some dude in there drinking, he's wearing fucking sweatpants. Yeah, fuck him up. Take that, you imposter prick. All of everything to run to. They run into the fucking barn. They run into their own dead end. The only dead end that they could run into. There's a famous shot coming up here. I had that poster from Fangoria on my wall. It's when he first gets into the threshold of the barn. I don't know if it was a publicity still or if it was just taken from the film itself. But it was a closer version of that right there, pretty much. That. It was a centerfold of Fangoria magazine. Yeah, this guy doesn't quite have a walk. He's walking too stiff, like he's trying to pretend to be this character. What's his name? Tom something or other that played him as guy also played Michael Myers too. Look at Ash Williams versus Jason Voorhees. They're fucking sword fighting. Swipe sideways. Get him. Yeah. Fuck you and your fake ass. That's a great little insert. Fucking, of course, Jason's going to be all dramatic about it. I'm just going to call him Jason. I know. I'm not calling him fucking Roy. Dun dun! I couldn't even imagine what it would be like. I mean, think of Tommy Jarvis as if that really happened, right? And there he is, wondering, is this shit real? I mean, is he really? I mean, that's probably exactly what's happening right here. He probably doesn't even fucking believe it's real. I mean, I know the color of the Chevys are wrong, and they're in the wrong place and facing the wrong direction and all that, but again, I'm going to say it. This dude did a good job as Tommy. You don't stab with a machete. Oh, take that right to the groin. Ha ha. No, not up there. Out there. That was a bit dramatic too. And whenever me and my friends would play like something like that would happen, I literally would throw the knife exactly like that every time. Because let's face it, as kids, some of us actually reenacted some of this crap. It's like this guy, again, he did a fine job, Tom, whatever his name is. But it's like he's behaving like how most people think Jason behaves. It's like a little kid or somebody, a novice to the franchise anyway. Because in all the other ones, Jason was just a dude. He was just a dude. He just was what he was. In this, he's pretending to be that. You know what? Maybe that's on purpose. I mean, he is an imposter, but I don't think so. I don't think this movie goes that fucking deep. I honestly think that once this guy got the mask on him, and in fact, it's a stuntman, not even the Roy himself, in most cases, he's just kind of walking like he feels Jason should be walking with this intent on fear. And Jason's never really been about that. He's, excuse the expression, but one person described him perfectly by saying he's just a retarded hillbilly. He's not trying to be fearful to anybody. He just wants to eliminate you. To fuck off my property. Get out of my area. That's really what it was all about with him. He wasn't about fear or any of that shit. I mean, he liked to fuck with people. I mean, he would put bodies in places, but this is a dumb dog. He doesn't stop eating even though his master told him he's had enough. To quote Freddie pretending to be his mother. Like that, raising the blade like that and shit. That's like how a kid would pretend to be Jason Voorhees. I know I puked on this movie a lot, but I have to reiterate, it's still fun to watch. It's still fucking fun. Bippity bam, here I am. Hopefully I got you. Hopefully I got you. There we go. This next decision, I disagree with. I don't think Tommy should have been the hero. I think it should have been Reggie. I really do. That's such a great fucking effect. You don't get shit like that today. Oh, what a great view. But I honestly think Reggie should have been the hero. Maybe to keep in line with, part four a little bit. And Tommy's just so terrified. And you know what? Even though I know they didn't know what part six was going to be like, it would have been like a really nice. That's literally why he's going there, because he didn't get to finalize anything. Look at this chick. What a bitch. Get the fuck out of here. You're in the wrong profession, woman. That guy's walk. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Look at her. She. You know what? If I came across her like that, I think she would be being. Why would you have a picture of yourself in your wallet? Probably for ID. I don't know. But I would make sure she was getting some kind of treatment. She is not well. And I know it's nitpicking, but the cop really wouldn't come over and be like, hey, this is what happened. I don't think anyway. I would hope not. Or maybe. He stole those from Tommy in the last movie. How'd the news get that picture? Dun dun dun. Dramatic. Shot for no reason. Why? Hi, Tommy. I want you to stick it in me. Real deep. Here it comes, baby. Sorry, I know. I'm in a weird mood. Wait till we get to part six. We'll be fucking a lot more serious about that one. And that's what I meant by sticking it in me, by the way. Genuinely. That's a nice touch, too, that it was his dream, not hers. I don't know. You tell me. Do you think at some point it would have been nice if he took over the killing duties? Kind of like they did with Halloween Ends, which I liked, by the way. I think they got enough Halloween out in Halloween Kills. They got plenty out in that one, and they left a lot of room for a nice story. But I also love Season of the Witch too. See now the straps on the outside, so I don't understand you know? And it could just be continuity errors. But like I always thought, the hallucination guy should have had the same mask in all the situations, but excuse me. But I always took that as him becoming, and I think that's where they were going with it. But of course, you know they're not going to not have Jason in it, especially after the backlash of this movie. Oh my God! Tommy Stroh ever dance. I like how fucked up the elastic is on that top strap there. It's little details like that, you know, that I really like. Look at it. She looks like she's about to go in there and confess her fucking love, right? I never understood the dramatic, well, anything in this. That's a great shot. Again, dramatic for the sake of being dramatic. Oh my God. And where the fuck do you get a kitchen knife? In the emergency room. And there you go, featuring those people. And those people. And of course them too. Well, there you go. Friday the 13th, Part 5. A new beginning. That did absolutely nothing for the franchise but tell people we want real Jason. So they brought him back. And oh boy, do they bring him back in Part 6. So if you've never seen it, watch it between now and Friday the 13th in March. Because we will be doing that one as well. Oh, excuse me. But guys, I want to thank each and every one of you who listened in. I didn't really have much positive, or I should say, worthwhile in this one to talk about. I just did the typical making fun of the fucking flaws and talking about boobies. Which honestly is very uncharacteristic of me. Do I enjoy the female form? You bet your ass I do. So much I made children with them. Am I that? No, I'm not into porn. I'm not into the magazines or any of that crap. Never been in the strip clubs, so please don't take it as me being that kind of guy. And if you're that kind of guy, there's nothing wrong with it. I don't know. But they're nice, and they were in the movie, and I appreciate them for entertaining me in such lights. But guys, I want to know down in the comments below what's your favorite kill, and answer any of the questions I proposed throughout this video. I don't remember half the questions except for, do you think they should have kept going with Tommy as the killer? And did you know? Did you figure it out before it was really revealed? I'm pretty damn sure most people figured it out. But if you didn't, that's okay. In fact, I'm fucking jealous because it would have been nice to have that surprise. But all right, guys, wherever in the world you are, I hope you are doing well. Thanks for hanging out with me and watching this flick. Happy Friday the 13th, and until next time, take care, creep it real, and bye-bye.